Okay, good evening and welcome to this birthday message and hurricane update. This is Jason DeCanio. How you doing? For October 7th, 2024. This is a recorded update and birthday message because I want to get to the point where I'm not going to elaborate too much because we're all trying to get prepared for the hurricane that's coming in the next couple of days. I'm not here to frighten nobody, but I am here to be blunt and firm with the messages. Okay. First of all, I would like to thank everybody who had posted a happy birthday on my timeline today. Thank you very much for the wonderful birthday wishes. The thing I'm asking back in return is you keep us in your prayers as we are going to tackle this Hurricane Milton, who is what I like to call destroying my birthday day and my birthday week. And but you got to look at it as a one and done. But at the same time, we're going to have a lot of down trees, probably outages all across the state, um, and a lot of rain and some heavy winds coming through the Wednesday night into Thursday morning overnight hours. So I have one more day of door dashing tomorrow to kind of make up for Wednesday and Thursday that I will not be able to go out there and do the job. So that leaves me with Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Of course, DoorDash has the authority to suspend and stop all deliveries in this area so that we can be safe with our family. And that way, nobody has to go out on the road and do the dangerous work. But as we get past that point, we'll know by late Friday, hopefully early Friday, if we're allowed to go back out there and start delivering again. But it's also going to be a hit and miss to see what restaurants are going to be open, which ones are going to be without power. Hopefully, they'll be up and running as soon as possible. The main thing is that we've dealt with situations like this before about 20 years ago with Charlie, Gene, and Francis. Although, like I said, 20 years ago, we thought those hurricanes were as bad as they were. I know for a fact that we lost power here for about an overnight. By 12:30 the next day, we had power with Charlie, and the rest of the time with Gene and Francis, it was just a rainmaker and a rainmaker, and but it was still back to back to back. Yeah, that was just we were just sick and tired of the hurricanes and that trio. But that has been 20 years ago, and we remember it very well, and we were prepared. And I remember Hurricane Matthew coming in 2017 because I was with my friend Pete and my then ex fiancee Stephanie, and we lost power due to a tree that fell on the other side of the fence where our apartment was and hit the power line and destroyed the not only all the power lines that were on that pole, but the Spectrum internet line too. So all of that power of the development went out and the Spectrum internet went out at the same time. So Matthew was very um minor, but because of not people not trimming their trees and maintaining their property on the other side of the fence caused that power outage in that development that I was in at the time. So 4 days without power, yeah, I'd rather it had been a transformer blowing up or something than having power lines be destroyed by a tree. But we've survived. We lived to tell the tale, and that was Matthew. Then Irma came about 2 years ago, same time around this time, around my birthday. I don't know what it is with hurricanes and them falling on my birthday, but I'm pretty sick and tired of it for that situation turning another year. Um, Overall, the birthday was today, and it was very good, I must say. My aunt came down here. She's here for one more day. She goes home tomorrow because she had to cut her trip short because of Hurricane Milton. She was going to leave on Wednesday, but uh, was lucky to bump her flight to tomorrow morning so that she could be out of here before they officially close the airports Wednesday. So in this case, I'm not upset that she has to cut her vacation short. I'm glad that she was able to spend some time with me and my mom here since last Thursday. So we're very grateful that she was able to make the trip. But unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans. There was a lot of rain too these days leading up to this whole fiasco. So it's been a kind of a wet week leading up to my birthday, and yeah, dealing with a lot of rain. But that's what you get when you live in Florida. Okay. Now, as far as the channel, you will see Blockbusters, Tic Tac Toe, and Joker's Wild at their regularly scheduled time at 9:30 and 10 o'clock. So please do enjoy the shows. I'll be watching as well, just to kind of keep my mind off of things, and then I had canceled previously all of the shows of this week, anyways, because my aunt was here, and I wanted to spend time with her. But now that she's leaving, I'm still going to cancel all of this week's programs, including Wipe Those Tears, which will then be on the following week. The nightly news will return back next Monday with hopefully we'll be able to get power back as soon as possible. But don't expect us to get any. I mean, the thing I'm trying to explain is that we may get it back on, but the internet might be a little bit, slow to par. So I will let you know. I will have my phone charged all the time, and I will constantly be giving messages to the Facebook group page, Jay's Old TV and Sports Channel. Okay. Versus and Retro Toys and Games. Uh, all preempted until next week. The Queens New Yorker, the Legacy Show, Legacy of Queens, all next week. Hopefully they'll come back over next weekend. We'll have our regularly scheduled shows. I didn't even do a show on Sunday night for October 6th. I was going to do one, but I was not really in the mood, and I wanted to spend time with my aunt and while she was here. So, uh, for those who are concerned why the programs are not going to be on, that's the reason. And as I said before in my last recorded message, things like this are going to happen during these seasons. We are not officially out of the book until November, as far as hurricanes are concerned. And stuff is going to happen where we have to cancel at a moment's notice, because without power or without some situation of that sort, it's going to affect the programs. And then, my message on my birthday is not to stress out or to get upset at those who can't stand me and those who just, or, I'm not asking for sympathy, folks. I really am not. I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me. I'm asking you for prayers and support. But if you just have to hate because you have to, and you hate my guts because you got no other feelings in your god awful body, uh, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your energy, because at that point you could be focusing on yourself, doing things for yourself, making your life better. Because at that point, I don't care what happens as far as you. I'm not concerning myself with you. That's what I'm saying. And these trolls and these idiots, these psychotic morons that continually come in with the fake channels, you know, put yourself in my shoes and the people who live here in the state of Florida that have to deal with these hurricanes on a regular yearly basis. You would understand it if you watched my video about, you know, the message with Helene and the same thing situations. Wherever you live, there's always some kind of a weather related issue, a natural disaster. You got the earthquakes in California, you got Tornado Alley in the Midwest, hurricanes here in the South, you got blizzards in the Northeast. You're not out of the woods wherever you live. I don't care, even if the guy in Michigan who says he's living off the grid, you're going to encounter something there. So, you know, doing yourself and being successful at things great. But at the same time, remember, other people are striving to be as successful as you are, and you don't grill them down. You don't drive them down to nothing, and you tell them that they're not worth their weight in gold. Everybody is worth their weight in gold in some way, shape, or form because God loves everybody. Okay. I know I'm getting a little bit religious here, but I'm trying to make you aware of the fact that by putting people down, you're putting yourself down because you can't respect yourself. First, love yourself and then go love people. But if you can't even do that and you continue to come on these channels, my channel, and others who are doing their thing and keeping and playing by the rules, you're only looking like a fool every time you come in because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to expose you. I'm going to throw it back in your face, and I'm going to tell you to back off. When somebody tells you to back off, do yourself a favor and just back off. Okay? Back off because you don't know what the heck is going on. Stop jumping to conclusions because if you had all your facts, oh, well, we do have all our facts, Jason, from 10, 15 years ago. You just decided to harass and bully everybody. No, you could not handle the honest truth of the matters that were thrown into your face. So you decided to attack me because you felt like, oh, well, here's an easy prime target. But I fought you guys tooth and nail and came out of it. You boiled me in oil, and I still come out of it. I still come out of it. You know why? Because I will stand my ground to any of you punks who think you can continue to make fake channels and not be real. And I will be real and I will be honest. And this is me, and I will do what it takes. I'm not going anywheres. The only way you can possibly get rid of me is to take my life, and I've given you the opportunity to come and put a gun to my face and shoot and pull the trigger. You can't even do that. So why would you continue to make threats on my life then? And think you're not going to, pay the consequences for once? You know, the very words you say have dire consequences, folks. And they are punishable by jail, and they could be punishable by the extent of the law. The law is not going to just say, well, he's harassing, Jason, so we'll just let him get away. No, I will continue to fight for justice and truth and everything in the book. I will give you the credible evidence. If I don't have the answers to the questions, which really the questions are so stupid and they're from so many years ago because that's all the trolls know how to do is bring up crap from the past because they're suffering from Alzheimer's disease. I guarantee you, because they don't know anything else what's going on. So they have to open up the past can of worms. It really is sad, folks. But these trolls will continue to be treated with the disrespect that they will get from me. I will never give you respect. You will never get an apology from me. You will never hear the S word ever again come out of my mouth to you. I will continue to fight and make you look like a fool on my own program. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, stop whining and complaining, grow a pair and come down and face me or come on my shows and debate me one-on-one. I've given you the opportunities, you chicken shits, and you don't want to take it. So that means you lose every flipping time. And when a troll cannot come to fruition or accept defeat in his sorry life, or her life for that matter, because we don't know if there's female trolls out there. There probably is. Okay, sexes are equal as far as I'm concerned. But the guys who were attacking me over the court from 2013 on to 2021, they know who they are. We know who you are. We know where you reside. And you know what? Hey, we're not coming to harass and bully you, but you want to keep out there and saying you keep getting attacked. I find that very difficult. That means you just can't handle constructive criticism. You keep saying I can, but I've taken it pretty well because I'm still here giving out fact-based shows. And somebody said in what was it? On the nightly news. Somebody says, He don't want to grow his channel. He keeps complaining about everybody should grow their channel, and he's only at like 49. Dude, we're growing our channel. Maybe not by your standards. Subs really don't matter to me. It's more views that I'm concerned more about than anything else. You watching me is helping me. So just swallow your pride for once in your sorry ass life, if you have one, and realize you will never win. When fighting me, you will not win because you are sending out all of the wrong vibes of life. You want people to help you. You want people to work with you. You want to be something with your life. You want to do something with it. You got to take your initiative and send out the right vibes. But if you're going to send out negative vibes and always be a punk and a coward and a wuss and a weenus, then you will continue to have people that will continue to throw it right back in your face, like me, telling you that you are not going to succeed with that kind of mentality. I'm sorry, folks, but you know what? That may be the only time I apologize is for being honest. I'm never going to apologize for being honest, but I'm going to in the troll's eyes, I'm going to disappoint them, and I will disappoint you because at this point in your sorry life, which is sorry that you need to suffer at the hands of me for a change because you tried to destroy my life for 10 years, maybe even more. You tried to scandalize everything that I worked for by trying to tell my supporters that I was this no good person. And you stuck by that for the last 8-9 years. And I've told you to your ugly faces, all three of you, and anybody else, especially the Gators guy who now wants to be my friend. I think your friendship is long gone because I don't care what happens, but I do hope and pray that you're safe because I know you are a Florida man yourself there. Look, I don't care if you attack me because I'm used to that stuff. But I do care that my tier masters, especially Mr. Bogard, who lives in Florida right now and has to hunker down just like me, and we will in the next couple of days. So we won't be on here because we don't know if we're going to have power or not. But he has to hunker down with his family and take care of it and be responsible, and he will. But if you go on the attack and say he's gay, he's homosexual, he's nothing, I'm going to stand up for, and I'm going to stick up for Mr. Bogard because he is one of my tier masters on Wipe Those Tears. I don't pay him any money, but I do take care of him as far as making sure that everybody is playing by, the rules established by the show. There are rules and responsibilities. And yes, stuff happens where 1 week somebody can't make it. So we have substitutes and people filling in for other people. But if I have to be absent for Wipe Those Tears, then there won't be no Wipe Those Tears at all for the week. And I give everybody a week off because, number one, they worked hard for it. Number two, you can't control Mother Nature. When it's an act of God, you don't mess with it. You just ride it out as best as you possibly can. So that's what I'm saying is take responsibility for the things you have control over and the things you don't have control over, which is namely trying to fight me tooth and nail. Okay, because the trolls do not control me. Okay, and I don't give in to no assholes either. All right, because this is my channel. And like Eric Lima says, I will do everything in my power to defend it. And I will do it within the guidelines of the YouTube policies and procedures. Like I said, folks, they started cracking down on fake YouTube channels right after the pandemic. Why? Because there was nobody there to watch and monitor. But now that they're back, they crack down on them. And you're talking about the very same people who wanted this implementation of cracking down on and filing reports on channels to get them shut down. And yet they go and try to make fake channels and they themselves are getting shut down because they're not verifiable channels. Typical narcissistic idiots. Yes, I said it. You're a narcissistic idiot if you think that you were the one who was complaining about how unfair they were, reporting videos and channels, and you wanted certain channels shut down. So you begged YouTube to crack down on the tough channels. And then you went ahead and made more fake channels with unverified nothings, with no videos, or stupid names that pertain to insults and bullying and all this other crap and impersonation. And you thought you could just keep your channel up there forever and a day. And then you realized, uh-oh, I'm getting shut down. Yes, because we reported your butt, your sorry butt, whoever you are. And if you were too shy to come out of the woodwork and just admit, if you just admit, folks, for the three people or whoever's doing this, if you just admit to us that you're doing this, we'll tell you back off and get out of our lives. We don't want you. We don't want to be your friend. We don't want to be your enemy. We want to do what we want to do. But if you're going to stop us and try to fight us tooth and nail and think you can keep the rounds going, I'm sorry, but eventually you're going to wind up in jail, and you're going to wind up sorry that you ever dealt with me, because I will never, never back off, because I'm in the right all the time. Okay? I'm in the right all the time. You know why? Because I don't lie. I don't hide myself. I don't fake anything about myself. And for those idiot trolls out there who say I do, and I'm such a mean person and just an arrogant whatever, to you I say, that's your opinion. And everyone's entitled to an opinion, but opinions are like assholes. And every time you got an opinion of me, whether it's negative or insulting, it just shows everybody that you are a bigger asshole than you really are. And if you don't mind that, and you think you're right every time with your fakeness, because folks, remember my motto: fakeness does not make greatness. If you want to be fake, you'll never be great in life. You know why? Because after a while, people will start to disrespect you. And if you're looking for respect and you start pulling that, I don't know what to tell you. In the meantime, folks, I don't know if I'm going to be coming back in the next couple of days to give you a follow-up. So please keep me in your prayers. And once again, we thank you very much for your continued support. I did have a very good birthday today. I will never forget all of your kind words and your support throughout this day and all year long. We're hunkering down in the next couple of days, and we just hope that you will keep thinking about us while this storm passes through. In the meantime, remember, be honest, be real, keep it simple, stupid, kiss, and always be honest to yourself. Good night.